Hey guys, thank you for joining the Dur and Dur show, or better known as the
The
Double
double
D's.
D's.
How was your today, Gate? Dur?
My day was good, Der. How was your day?
Good. We
Yeah.
played some video games today. Never have too much of an opportunity to hop on and
Play some games.
play some games.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely fun.
Good times.
It was really fun. Yeah, it was a good time. Actually.
We were with my dad
Yeah,
and some family, my nephew. Good times.
really good times. Really
Yeah.
fun.
So played some Xbox One. I know there's some new consoles out, but we still play the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So, and we enjoy it.
Yeah, we enjoy it a lot. We have fun with it. So
I know some of you guys are really up to date on each console that comes out. We're not.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I always forget to do something before we start.
Yeah.
But, anyways, so we have a show today that we want to talk about. Conspiracy theories.
Oh yes.
We're
Yes.
just gonna touch on them because you can go really deep on each conspiracy theory.
Yes.
And I mean,
can.
you get down some rabbit holes, and nonstop, one after another, after another, after another.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can.
So in I think it was 2020,
2020. Uh-huh.
they released the CIA or FBI. I want to say it was the FBI released some files on Hitler, right?
Oh, yes.
So they released some files on Hitler. Now
Yeah.
keep in mind, CIA released some files, but the files I read from the CIA were more about his whole life and detail. Now, what blows me away is that whole time during World War II that we never captured this guy or assassinated this guy. We had such details on his life. I mean, there were 70 pages of pure detail. I couldn't even read them all.
Really?
What this guy eats, drinks, what he enjoys, his movies, what he likes to dress in,
Yeah.
even some sexual desires this guy was into, right?
Yeah.
Places
Yeah.
he went to for these sexual desires, what his preferences were. But so many details on this guy,
Yeah.
and we couldn't capture him. But he was,
Really?
yeah, like crazy details about his dad, his mom, any siblings, any half sibling, like
Yeah.
crazy
Details.
details, right down to his dogs. He loved dogs, apparently.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for you dog lovers, and he loved dogs. I mean, they were saved.
At least
Yeah.
better than nothing.
But just the detail of this guy that
Yeah.
I couldn't believe they had this information on him, but we couldn't capture him. But you knew where he was going to be at, the type of reactions he would have, certain sayings that he would love to say over and over. And this is a released file from the CIA, if I'm not correct on that, but you can look it
CIA
up.
or FBI?
Oh, well, that one was CIA. And then there
Oh.
was a FBI that showed details of his escape from Nazi or Germany. And right down to going towards South America, Argentina, if you want to be specific, and there was little towns in there that he disappeared into. Now, if you go down into South America, you will find areas where there's nothing but German people. Nothing but German.
Really?
Yeah. Like towns and cities of them. Apparently, there's thousands upon thousands of them now residing there in certain places.
Where?
In Argentina.
Argentina?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And
I didn't
they
know
have detail of how a submarine took him and a few others 2 weeks after the war ended. Now, keep in mind, this is FBI released files in 2020. So the fact of the matter that they said that he committed suicide, I mean, I don't know.
That's interesting. That is very interesting.
So did he really
I
commit
don't know.
suicide, or did he escape to South America?
I mean, if they're showing information about that stuff, there's no way that he committed suicide. At least to me, because I mean, we knew everything.
about him.
Yeah,
And a lot of things are surfacing
making sense.
online regarding his escape, and was he really captured or
Yeah.
suicide? I don't know if there were really definite pictures. They did show pictures, but they could have been a lookalike. Lookalike.
A lookalike?
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I had hard times.
No, it
Saying these
happens,
words.
happens to everybody.
And I just have a hard time believing this guy committed suicide
Yeah,
when there's so many files now and evidence showing and eyewitnesses when you start doing digging.
really.
Yeah, eyewitnesses.
They had eyewitnesses seeing people there.
You got Hitler getting off, housekeepers. I mean,
Really?
and then to have towns slash cities full of German people,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
and that have awards and medals from their family members in there.
Really?
Like, yeah, so these were high ranked officials that got away. But some people want to believe that he committed. I'm not for sure.
Really? Interesting.
These files were released, and like I said, you can find them
In 2020?
in 2020, if I remember
Oh, not
correctly.
too long ago.
No, when they released them, of course.
Yeah.
Squirrel, look the other way. What were you
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I don't
You guys
know.
Should
Is that have a coincidence? I don't know.
I think that's coincidence. I
And
don't
then-
know. Up to you guys.
Right?
Write it down.
Write it down. What
Or-
do you think? Do you think
Type it down.
yeah, he
Whichever one.
escaped? I think he did.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did.
I think a lot of these guys escape
I'm thinking he did. If I'm
Yes.
being honest. Granted,
Right.
you guys don't have to,
believe what you want, but
believe what you want.
I mean, that guy was a monster.
Yeah.
And it was stating how long certain that he lived a while. He just didn't die right away.
Yeah.
So he lived in South America for a while, like another 30 years or so.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't die really quickly. So you guys can do your own research and look it up.
Look it up. Look it up.
And
Look it up, guys.
it's crazy. It's
I
crazy.
think Would be crazy.
Conspiracy theory or fact?
Check it out. See
Yeah.
what's up.
And
I would say so. Come on.
let's discuss another quick. So
Okay.
if you guys go on your Google Maps and punch in 35 period 89000638, right? Push the negative sign 117 period 67. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. We're going to erase that. Apologize. It's 35.8897452, comma, negative sign, 117.6709741. Punch those coordinates in. Tell me which you see. Now, what we see
Yeah.
is what looks like a black spacecraft in the middle of the desert that is surrounded by tanks, army tanks,
Army
if you-
tanks.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Crazy.
now,
Crazy.
is it what we see there, or are the covering up something that almost like was it like a a picture of something to cover something else, like you would do online. Like you don't want
Yeah, you don't want people seeing or looking
what
or
it
anything.
is.
So the spacecraft one that they show, you think that they covered up
Something there
It
with,
could be.
because when you
'Cause-
go close up, it
Yeah.
says Google on the wording
Yes.
of the black.
Yes.
So what are they trying to cover up out there?
Yeah.
Now, when you put some of those coordinates on your maps, right, it's going to be about 25, 30 miles north of Ridgecrest here in California. Now, when you punch those in, it's going to show blank. You're going to want to click on to push it to satellite. And when you click on the satellite view, it'll pop up. Okay. And when it does that, I mean, you guys can tell us what it is. It looks
What you
like a
guys see?
spacecraft.
Yeah, it looks like a spacecraft.
But
At
it-
least to me, it looks like
Right.
a spacecraft.
But it looks like they're trying
It
to
looks like
cover it up
they're hiding something.
with something, I don't know, like a picture of something.
Yeah,
No.
something. I don't know what it is. It looks very like what's up there and kind of stuff. They got tanks there. Like really look around, see what's up, because as you zoom out, Dura had to show me here. You zoom out, you move. What is it? Up, down, south.
You
north?
move a little
Where's
bit
it at?
more, God, I want to see west, north, and you'll see in a town called Personville or Brown, or even the towns are called Brady's. These are towns that are near, and you'll see another area with perfect circles, and they're not too far
Yes.
from Ridgecrest.
That's what I was talking about.
Perfect circles.
Yeah.
And like 4 or 5 of them, they look like they're being covered with
They're
another
covered.
picture.
They're covered. So thanks to Dur, we know where the locations are a little bit better. There are circles, just like the spaceship doesn't have a circle, so that's like it's like covering something, but it still looks like a spaceship. But the circles look like they're covering something huge, though.
Right.
It looks huge.
Right.
Looks huge.
It's a trip.
Yeah, and there's not 1, 2. There's like 5, 6. There's a lot. There's a couple of them
There's
there.
a couple of them.
And what trips me out is that there's houses there too, though, as well. Granted, I don't know
Right.
if they're houses. I don't know if they're like houses like ours or they're military houses. I don't know, because I saw some pickup trucks, but I mean, come on.
But just kind of curious. I mean, we
yeah.
could be blowing smoke, but I don't know what's out there. It looks
Yeah,
crazy. And
Oh,
why are
no.
all those tanks
right there.
surrounding, I don't know, in the middle of the desert, right? They're
Yeah.
just only
there.
patrolling that area. I mean,
It's interesting.
it is interesting.
I found it interesting.
Yeah.
Dur showed me here, and I was very
What else?
curious.
What else is the government hiding?
Yes.
Right? There's a lot of it. But nonetheless, you guys can look it up. You
Look
guys
it
have the
up.
coordinates
Yeah,
there.
look it out. Check
And-
it out. We were bluffing.
Yeah.
That's our bluff.
Yeah, and then if you go to Ridgecrest, and like I said, you go kind of going west, north, not too far.
Yeah,
You'll see the 395 going north, and on that 395 going north, you're going to see those little towns I was talking about, and it's literally off that, and you'll see those perfect circles. But it looks like they have a picture pasted on those, like they're trying to hide something. It's a little
If you
trippy.
don't remember the coordinates, rewind, look it back, see what's up. Very interesting.
So how many things are they covering? I don't know, probably
I
thousands
have
of
no
stuff.
idea. There's
They're-
a lot.
There is there is like a lot of things people are saying they've seen sightings of or skeleton remains of is
That's pretty
Giants.
crazy.
Huh?
Oh yes.
giants. What were you
Yes.
saying?
I was saying that was pretty crazy.
Oh,
No, yeah,
No.
I had nothing.
oh,
It's pretty
it's
crazy.
giants. So there are, And do you believe in giants in the deserts and the caves? So, if you believe in the Bible, right, giants lived in thousands of years ago when the fallen angels had mated with the women,
Yeah.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
in these stories, right, whether you want to believe it or not, they were giants that were called the Nephilim, right?
Yeah.
And they were extremely tall and extremely strong, right? But extremely violent. And there are multiple stories around the world of these sightings of giants in caves and these um, skeletal remains of
Yeah.
giants. There was a gentleman by the name, I want to say is Dawson. I think his name was Dawson, and he was the Jonathan. Dawson was the guy who had a TikTok video, right? And he recorded this giant on a mountain, and that was the guy who
What?
disappeared. You remember? So there was a guy who kept saying that the CIA was after him and that they were stalking him.
Oh
Right?
yes.
Okay, so this gentleman Dawson literally was recording a giant
Yeah.
from like he was on a mountain, like the giant
Yeah.
was
The
on the
giant
mountain
was on a mountain and he's recording
when he
it
was walking back and forth.
Yeah.
And they think, I mean, all of a sudden he's being stalked and he gets disappeared. Now he
Yeah.
posted that video on his TikTok video and he disappeared. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Weird.
you know,
Confusing.
there was also a story of the Kendar giant. Now this giant had blue skin and red hair. It had
Mm.
6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each hand. I want to say this giant rose about 13 feet, and it was in a story in, I want to say, the Afghan mountains, right? And they sent some high-end super soldiers, I guess you want to call
Yeah.
them. Yeah, to go in there and look for some other soldiers that went missing. Now, in this story, you could find this story under Mr. Ballin's podcast. I don't promote him by any way, but I'm just saying that was one of the stories I heard it from was
Yeah.
Mr. Ballin's podcast, and Mr. Ballin goes into detail of how this one giant was killing soldiers, American soldiers that would go in his territory,
Yeah.
right? And it spoke a different language. But there's different sightings, different stories.
Yeah.
Skeletal remains found. Conspiracy theory or fact?
I don't know. You guys got to do your research, see what's up. I don't know. Is it fact? Is it conspiracy? I don't know. You guys want to know my answer? What I think? Write it down in the comments.
Well, I think fact.
It might be fact.
Well, listen. So if you believe in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
The giants were killed in the flood.
Yeah.
Now, there's no denying there was a flood sometime on this earth because even the scientists say, now granted, they'll say it's 11,000 years ago in estimation,
Yeah.
but regardless, whether it's in the scientists saying it or in the Bible, at one point in time, there was a flood that surrounded this earth, right?
Yes.
So supposedly they would have all died off. However, I don't know if some of them went underground or did they hide? Who knows?
Who knows? That's true. That's
It's
true. That can happen.
So I mean, you guys can take from that what you want. I don't
Yeah.
know. All interesting stuff.
Interesting.
I enjoy it. So another thing.
Another one.
Ooh.
Interesting. What's the other one?
Scary fact.
Scary fact.
Or
Conspiracy.
once again, if you believe in the Bible. Now, if you don't, That's you. Nothing wrong with that. That's all you. However, if you believe in the Bible, it says that the Euphrates River will dry up and
Yes.
something evil will be released. Of course, in different wording. You guys
Yeah,
can read
yeah,
it yourself.
Very
Now-
interested.
Now, what is this evil? And what is hiding under this Euphrates River?
Yeah.
Right?
Um,
Because if you believe in the Bible, right, it says that the Garden of Eden was created in an area where two rivers met.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
the two rivers that met were the Euphrates and the Tigris River,
Mhm.
right? So the Euphrates River has been around since the beginning of Earth, right?
Yeah.
If you believe in the Bible, it's been around. So who went down there to create something? Something could be released because they're finding caves and different buildings under there, like creations. Like somebody would create something down there to hold something underneath.
Really?
Yeah, scary,
Really
scary.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. What would you think down there?
I don't know if it's to keep something in. It must be very dangerous. That's for sure.
Yeah. So,
I keep something in if
And-
it's not bad.
and the Euphrates River is drying up.
Yes, it is drying up.
It says that the rate it's going by 2030, it'll be
Will be dried
completely
up.
dried up. Now that was foretold in Revelation, so
Oh,
I don't know those who
That,
want to believe it's a
river
fact
will
or
be
not.
dried up. Well, there is a fact for sure. Is that
It's drying
it's
out.
drying up.
Yeah.
It's drying up, and there are caves that they are finding down there. Those are facts.
Yeah.
All right. So, believe in the Bible or not, we have to at least acknowledge that it's drying up, and there's
Oof.
caves
At a rapid rate.
at a rapid rate. That these guys saying that the next, what are we, 2023? The next 7 years.
7 years. Well, we're already almost
We're
done
almost
with this year.
2024. No, the next 6. Oh my god.
So these are just some scary, conspiracies, facts, whatever
what
one you want to call them.
believe.
Look them for yourself.
Exactly.
Something
Search it up.
interesting.
Yeah, search it up. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't believe in the Bible, see what it says and,
And look it up.
look it up. It's
I-
up to you, of course. If you don't want to, then
Right.
don't do it, I guess.
It's all you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's
interesting.
It's scary to think about where this
What is
what's
going?
awaiting, what's hiding, what the government is hiding, things that are coming true that you're a little bit like,
I don't know about that. Or this is a scary fact. I don't want this going on. Please help me, God.
yeah,
I need help.
yeah. Well, guys, I think we've taken enough of your time for
Yes,
these
yes.
conspiracy theories
Yes.
or facts,
Or facts.
however you want to take them,
Up to you.
right? So I guess it's the Double
Double
D's signing off.
And guys, hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. It helps out.
And remember, guys, be happy, be safe, and always be respectful. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right. Good night.
Good night.